Hello, computer science geeks. All right, we're going to learn about static versus instance, and it has to do with object-oriented design. All right, so at the end of this lesson, you should be able to know what static is. You should be able to know how to invoke instance methods or static methods. What's the proper way of doing this? The correctly using the this dot, and how to access instance fields versus static fields. First, let's go to analogy. You guys are all students, okay? So I have a classroom and I'm a teacher. And all of my students share the same teacher and the same classroom. So if I were designing people and you were students, I would say that all my people had a single person who is the CS teacher. Single as in it is static, it belongs to the class. So that means everyone would share the same one and you'd have the same classroom. Okay, so your teacher is Mr. Stride and your classroom is 1204. But you know what? You all have your own name. Okay, so all of you have your own name. So that's why there is no static here before string. Instead, I have static for the teacher and static for the classroom. So what happens if I change the teacher? If I go to the class with a capital P and I change the teacher to YouTube, that would never happen. Now change the teacher to YouTube, all right? I'd have to do this inside of the person class. Why would I have to do this inside of the person class? Because I made it private. So no one else will be able to do this but the person class itself. But let's say that I had done this inside of the person class and I said, hey, the teacher is YouTube and the classroom is a new room. It's no longer room 1024. It is the internet, okay, however you shall receive it. What would happen? Boom, I tricked you right down here. Did you see Mr. Stride turn to YouTube? All right, you have to go back into the video and see how that happened without your even seeing it. I know a little bit of sleight of hand and magic going on here, but what would happen is if I change it once, everybody gets the same teacher because there's only one CS teacher for all these persons, okay? And only one CS classroom for all these persons. Even though I can create all these people, they all have their own name, they share some things that are static. All right, define both of these. Did you get it? Okay, the keyword static means it belongs to the class. The keyword instance means it belongs to the object. I'll let you read that on your own. Instance methods, they also belong to the object. Not only that, but instance methods that don't have static have access to all the instance fields. That means if there is no static here, the only way that a method inside of the class can get it is if there is also no static. Okay? To get these, I have to do the implied this dot. So therefore, there has to be a this here. The only way we can get this is if there's no static here. If there's static, there's no this.